Yo, peoples! Welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition. Last we left off, we made our way to Karthspire, which also happened to be the hiding place and secret temple of the Blades, also known as the Ark of Akaviri from the Oblivion days. And now, after having Esbern read us Alduin's Wall, we find out that there's a dragon shout that defeated Alduin during his first appearance. And we're going to go question the Greybeards and see if they know anything. And since this is open space, this should count as me being able to travel out of this area. Because if it doesn't, I'm calling shenanigans. Yay, it counts. So now we're going to find out what they know. Hopefully they know enough. More Skittles. I can't eat all of it. I gotta stop. Please, I gotta stop. But they're too good, I can't stop. They're too good. No, they're too good. Firstly, since I never brought them the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, they're probably going to go through that whole ritual of me learning Foos and Row. I guess this last bit.
You've retrieved the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
I want their robes, though. They can make the Torturer's hood available, but they can't make Greybeard robes available? Without mods? I mean, come on.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da.
Trophy earned, words of power.
Training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Mingra, Rossis, Saran, Strundul, Othi, Balan, Kro, Bran, now. Sulek do Khan, Al Sulek do Shor, Al Sulek do Atbaradu. Meisnu Ismir, Dovazebrov, Daman, Da Rock.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Thank you, masters. Now a question.
Wind, guide you.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's Wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
First of all, Y'all taught me nothing but how to use dragon shouts. Y'all ain't give me no life lessons. You didn't teach me the path of the voice. No one taught me anything. So don't be coming at me like you done taught me some life lessons. All you taught me was that, hey, I can speak like a dragon and make stuff fly out of my mouth. That's all you did.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have.
So can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I thought you knew all the words of power.
But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you.
If the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin? I gotta stop eating these Skittles.
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Why haven't I met Paarthurnax yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Why is it none of you Greybeards know how to run? I mean, you know Master Shouts, you know Whirlwind Sprint, which can get you from point A to point B pretty quickly. Yet for some reason, none of you know how to move faster than a walk. I call shenanigans. Now that I look at your robes, I've started to change my minds about your robes. Your robes are dirty.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Va. Kor.
Do I need to stand on the words? Yes, I do.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Thank you, Masters. And it also looks like you have hoods on, like it's blocking the view from your eyes. Now, it's time to meet the leader of the Greybeards, Paarthurnax.
Look!
No, fuck off. Let me get fast healing just in case I get hit. Resisted ice storm, probably a bad idea. Who there? Nobody, I guess. Clear skies.
Look!
Guess I have to not be on this mountain. Once fried Venetian! That reminds me, I need to chop some wood, mine some ore, and cook some food to get another trophy. So far, so good. Whoa, that's a long way down. If you jump down there, you're going to die. So far, so good, everybody. I think we reached the summit. No, we still got one more space to go to. This was in real life, it would take forever to get up this mountain, where only it took me, what, less than 5 minutes to get up this way? Throat of the world!
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
Well, Mario, you're the master of the Greybeards.
They see me as master. Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Wren shout, Mario. Can you teach me, or can Luigi do it?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
What is this word?
Understand fire as the Dove do.
Okay. Fire breath.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor mortal, even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Can you teach me the dragon wrench out?
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
The Greybeards didn't want me to come see you at all. The Greybeards didn't want me to come at all.
Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek, Croesus. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
How can I learn it then?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I like this world. I don't want it to end. Because I get free housing and free lady servants by the name of Lydia. She's nice. I'll have to bring her to you sometime.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born?
The next world will have to take care of itself.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
I never thought about it.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Using the Dragon Wren shout? Stop eating these Skittles.
And no. Vik Nuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragon Wren shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They
Title drop.
used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Are you saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
How does any of this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Throat of the world. Elder knowledge. Do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
The lore keeper at the College of Winterhold might know. Ha ha! Since I've become the Archmage, I now have good places for information.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
What do I do with the Elder Scroll when I find it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir.
Hakon, Gormlaith, Feldir? Who are they?
The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun, the Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
Alright, let's answer the rest of these questions. How could an Elder Scroll cast Alduin through time?
Vomindok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihorn. They would not listen.
You mean you were there?
Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin Stur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us, ni Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself.
What does the Dragon Wren shout actually do?
I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
You're the master of the Greybeards. Do others come here to train?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
You meditate on the words? How?
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Fus.
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Force without limit added.
Drem Yolok. Greetings. Lok Thum.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have come a long way to this point. We have met Paarthurnax, the master and, well, yeah, the master of the Greybeards. And he tells us of all the things that transpired to have Alduin appear the way he did. So now, it's time to consult my college. Yes, my college, because I am now the mage there. The Archmage. And it looks like I'm going to have to talk to Urag, because he's apparently the lore keeper. And we find out where we can find an Elder Scroll in order to find the shout that defeated Alduin. But that will happen in the next video, and I can't wait to see y'all once again as we continue to play Skyrim Special Edition. So take it easy, have a fantastic day, and as always, later peoples!